What's up, everybody? This is Big Russ with Road Trippin' RC, and this is one of those times where I tell you guys, just go out and explore and you'll find something cool. Check this out. So this is just a neat little spot. It's a fire hydrant clear out, literally right by my apartment complex. And if I wanted to, I could have driven over here and parked back there. We have a bike trail that goes off that way to a park, but check this little spot out. We got rocks of all sizes, and looks like there could be some good lines in here. So I'm gonna try to get my camera set up. I've got the TRX4 and my Defender out here to see how it does with the big tires on the stock body with a small lift. I don't want to go back to my small tires because it just looks so good with these big tires on it. And before anybody goes, how'd you get it over here? How'd you get it over here? Check this out. Who needs a hauler when your TRX4M, the standard ones, not the high trails, fit on the rack of your TRX4 Sport? I mean, how simple is that setup? There's nothing holding the truck on outside of the weight of it. And it is pushing down on my rear suspension. So my TRX4 wasn't too happy, but I'm gonna unload it and see about doing some lines here with the big truck, and then we'll go with the little truck. So I had to go from 25% throttle up to 75% throttle. And these wheels and tires are not the greatest. All right, so there's a few spots that obviously I need to do some more modifications for this rig to work. Um, it needs more weight down low. Probably looking to doing a front axle. Actually, going to do a front axle. The plastic axle is great. It just doesn't weigh enough to keep that front end down and keep traction on those tires. These are some no-name tires from AliExpress with some no-name wheels. they look okay. They just don't perform. They're a decent street tire. I do have a set of Pro lines on my SCX10 that I may swap on here. I'm currently missing one of my Canyon Trails on RC Lion wheels. It's in my car somewhere. Like I said, I just moved a month ago and I'm still unpacking. There's just that much to do on top of work schedules. But we're gonna see how this fares, because these are some massive tires for a small truck. And for those that don't know, let me pop this body off. I love Traxxas' clipless system on these 4Ms. That is such a game changer for these small trucks. The only modifications on this truck: aluminum bumper, hobby details, lower shock mounts, front and rear, Mofo RC, high clearance links. I couldn't even tell you what brand this skid is. I've got a 40-to-1 gear reduction, and then obviously the Endura double-decker ESC battery tray mount. I don't know how much battery I have on this, or battery life I have, but we're gonna see how it does. And yeah, let's see. This is full throttle, so if anybody's wondering. I was actually impressed with that. It was able to self-right itself, but now I'm high centered on my skid, and just nothing's making contact with anything other than the body. As you can see, did you see that squish? So right now I'm centered on my, there we go. I was kind of centered on the skid plates. A set of axle gears is definitely in this thing's future, but you can see where I've been getting hung up. All this fresh scarring on these links. Let's see if we can find a little easier spot to try this setup, because I have a feeling I'm stripping out my axle gears. Man, these DJ Crawler tires, they squish so well. It's unreal. I mean, look at that. Look at that squish. Okay, these are the foams that came with these tires. I am not running anything crazy here. And doing this one-handed is kind of difficult. But you see that? Like, these tires are just fantastic. Alright, so I've gotten myself in this little hole. I'm not pulling out of it. I gotta... Well, there went top of my rack. If you guys are wondering, they're literally just like pressed in. But I think it looks a little better now. Oh my God, look at how crazy this is, guys. Talk about a tire flex. Look at that. And just like that, I have finally cooked my stock servo. I have pushed this thing to its absolute limits. Well, guys, it finally happened. After over a year of ownership, I finally killed my stock servo. And I gotta say, this was an early run model, and I'm impressed. You hear it? Yeah. I am thoroughly impressed that I got this much time out of one. So I guess I'm gonna be hunting a new servo, doing some research. I know there's so many out there for these trucks that it's pretty much pick one and you're good. Oh, the joys of doing this all by yourself. Look how beautiful that is, guys. This is what I'm wheeling in. I'm in suburbia. You can find spots to wheel just about anywhere you go. And I guess on that devastating news that I have finally killed my truck. Mind you, both, so this truck was on back order from launch because of the color. Just getting everything set up to head home. So this was a early model, and supposedly the early models had better servos than the later models, and that happens. Let's be real, that happens a lot, especially with RTRs. To have almost a year and a half of no issues running my truck with stock tires, wider tires, more weight on the axles, like so much stuff. I'm turning down the tow rig. We're gonna go about 30% throttle for the walk back home. It'll make it just fine. I just don't feel like chasing it. And yeah, I'll get some B-roll of me making some of these terrain changes with the truck, with the TRX4 on the back, and I'll throw those up for like reels or whatever. So until next time, guys, I'm Big Russ. This is Road Tripping RC. Keep the sticky side down. Have fun. Stay safe. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.